Now let's look at some applications involving percents. Number 76 says Yuri earns $2,400 per month and he puts 5% in his bank account to save for a new car. How much does he save each month? And how much of his paycheck remains each month? So the question that they're asking us to find is how much is 5% of $2,400? Because that's the amount that Yuri saves each month. So when I translate this into an equation, I get x equals 0.05 times 2,400, or x equals 120. So Yuri saves $120 each month. Okay. Going back up and checking my question again, though, I realize that they've actually asked me to answer two questions. How much does he save? And then how much remains? So to get the amount that remains, we're going to take that 120 and subtract it from 2,400. So $2,280 remains. In the next problem, the Natsuki family is driving to the Outer Banks for their family vacation. They have already driven 310 miles. Mrs. Natsuki has calculated that they have completed approximately 75% of their trip. Find the total distance from their home to the Outer Banks and round the answer to the nearest mile. So this question is saying that 75% of what number, what total amount of miles is the 310 miles they've traveled already. So translating this into an equation, 75 hundredths times x equals 310. So when I go to solve this, I'm going to divide both sides of my equation by 75 hundredths, which will give me a total of 413.3s that repeat forever. Checking the directions again, they tell me to round my answer to the nearest mile. So 413 miles. In this last example, Jim bought a digital camera on sale for $104. The original price was $130. What percent of the original price did Jim save? So the question that we're asking is $104 is what percent of $130? I'm going to use the proportion to solve this one so that I don't have to worry about converting that percent in and out of its decimal form. So if I put x over 100, because that's where the percent goes, it should equal 104, which is the part, out of 130, which is the whole. Using cross products, I get 130x equals 10,400. Dividing both sides by 130, $10,400 divided by 130 is 80. So this percent, this 80%, is actually telling us what percent Jim did pay for the camera, because he paid $104 for it. The question asks us to answer what percent of the original price did Jim save. So if Jim paid 80%, Jim saved 20%.